Hello fabulous ones, welcome back to my channel. I am Marlo Keenan, and if you're new here, welcome to the fabulous family. Today, you already know, you saw the title on the video. I have the new collab collection by Midas Cosmetics and Neon. I have some of her other launches, the cake liners, I have the powder, I have all of that jazz, and we're going to dive right into this demo. And we are going to see how well I like these products, if they're worth it, all of the business. So we will not be playing any Midas Cosmetics and Neon games today. So let's get to it. All right, guys, I'm super excited to bring this video to you. I've been waiting for this collection to come out. I've been waiting to get it and all of that jazz. Again, this is the Midas Cosmetics collection with Neon and additional products that she also launched. But let me go and first say this. I want to say personally that I am so proud of Rocio and her brand. She has come a long way. I've known her since she was just putting out certain products right from the beginning, and she is really amazing. What I am very most proud of is her support for inclusivity and all of that. She is Latina. She is a beautiful person. She supports Black Lives Matter. I mean, she's really involved in the community in that respect, and I'm really proud of her. I really love the fact that even she has given me an opportunity to be a part of her team. You know, I think that says a lot, because I think for the most part, I am probably the eldest of her affiliates, and so I definitely, in my opinion, bring something totally different to the table. Not only that I love the glitters and I love the makeup, but I'm bringing something different to her brand, and I love the fact that she's allowing me to hang out and to be a part of a brand that, you know, particularly is not of my age, you know what I'm saying? And that alone, I absolutely love. So thank you so much. And honestly, I am really looking forward to seeing Rocio even bring in more people of, I guess you could say, my age group, seasoned individuals that do makeup and love her brand and appreciate her for what she's doing. Because again, we bring in a whole different perspective and need for makeup, especially when it comes to that bougie packaging. So, and I'm also, of course, I'm so happy for Neon. This is a collab with Midas Cosmetics. He is awesome. I will link all of his handles down below. So now that is all out the way, what I want to explain to you first is that I wanted to tell you that because I wanted to show you different shades of the liners, of course I did one side different colors like I typically do, and also these palettes, I did one side with the Noon palette, the other side with the Dusk palette. You guys will see everything you need to see in the demo. So enough of this jibba jabba, let's get into it now. Okay guys, let's get to it. You will hear my air conditioner because it is hot, but I talk loud so it shouldn't interfere with anything. So we're going to start off with the cake liners. Again, I am going to go in the order I wear my makeup, or apply my makeup rather. Okay, so we have the, of course, Neon cake liners, and let me show you what those look like. Here they are right here. Obviously you see I already played with some of them already, and they are an 8-pan palette. And the next palette are the pastels, and here they are. Very beautiful, very creamy too, by the way, the ones that I've already played with. So here are those. So what we're gonna do is I am going to like take one shade from each of these palettes and do one eye in Pastel and the other eye in the Neon collection. I just don't know which one I'm gonna do, but let's just figure it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and do first the pastel side on this eye. I'm just gonna do like a really simple wing eyeliner and show you guys how they apply and all of that jazz. I'm gonna go ahead and name off the shades really quickly. From this side to this side, you have Citrus Zest, Strawberry Shortcake, Biscotto, and Powdered Sugar. And from here to here, you have glaze, blueberry, sugar paste, and dark chocolate. Okay, so I don't know which pastel I want to use. I'm not going to use the white and black because that's just, you know, so standard. But I think perhaps we will go in with, you know what, why not this neon yellow here, citrus zest. Now, what you have to do with these, you have to use water. Okay, so I got just a little shot glass here of water, and this is the brush it came with. I will tell you this right now that I do like this brush. I use this brush in comparison with my Ride or Dies for doing wing eyeliner and all that jazz, and I like this brush better because it holds the product. One of my Ride or Die eyeliners is more smaller than this. Is actually a paintbrush, but it works better with the gel eyeliner because the gel eyeliner is a little bit thicker. Okay, so what you have to literally do is, you know, what works best for me, you guys got to really play with this. I'm going to go ahead and dip it in the water, and then I'm just going to, you know, go ahead and do one of these numbers. You know what I'm saying? Saturate in that brush, but you got to go back and forth to play with the consistency, and you'll be able to tell which consistency you like the best in terms of the application of this product. So it's really just back and forth, figuring out the best consistency. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, and we're gonna go ahead and start applying the product. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead, look at my eyes creasing already. And by the way, the only thing I did was set my eye, and I got a little bronzer right there as a little contour, and that's it, because I want the, you know, the liners to showcase. So here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and start in the right here like I usually do. Ooh, wow. Look how that showed up. Okay, so you see, like right now I could just tell you, like in the beginning this is a lot more opaque because there was more product initially on the brush, and now as I am going outwards it's getting just a little bit less opaque. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and continue to dip. And guys, this is like, it's so weird for me because I never really do like eyeliner on, you know, I never really explain the eyeliner process in my videos. So that is super bright and yellow. I actually really do love it. So let's continue on the process. And guys, I totally forgot to mention that these liners retail for $32 each. That's one bright eyeliner, I'll tell you that right now. Ooh, I love it. Okay, I am liking the way that's looking. I'm not going to do it too thick or anything like that. I just want a little nice simple application. Now, this eye, I don't know what I'm going to go in with, but what I got to do first is go ahead and wash this brush off. And it's super easy because this is the whole point. It's like water activated. So I just take my brush, dip it in that shot glass, and I got a paper towel right here, and I'm just literally brushing it off, and there you have it. So let's move on to the next eye. Okay, we got some, you know, neon yellow-ish green here, and then we're going to take the neon one, and I don't know which one I'm going to do. Maybe we should go ahead, and we ain't doing that orange, we already know. Okay, let's take the pink. We're gonna go ahead, take this pink right here and use that one. But let me go ahead and tell you the shades. From this side to this side, it is Golden Glow, Tangerine Touch, Pink Lemonade on the rock, and the next row starting from here on down is Sour Melon, Grape Teeny, Electric Blue Margarita, and Black Magic. So we're gonna go ahead and take Pink Lemonade and put it on this eye. Okay, this is weird for me because I never film on this side. But anyway, let's go ahead and get the consistency that I like, and let's go ahead. Okay guys, I finished with this side, and wow, they are bright. So we're gonna move on from these cake liners, and then the next product is going to be the Zero Flawless Setting Powder. This powder comes in 4 shades. Fair, that is semi-translucent. Light, that is peachy with a pink undertone. Medium is what I have here, and it is a mustardy yellow. And then you have rich. which is going to be your medium brown with red undertones. This product retails for $12. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to film it. I'm going to do my foundation, concealer, and all of that jazz, and I'm going to come back and we're going to get to this product. Okay, I got my foundation on, and the foundation that I used was my ABH foundation in shade 370W, and then I went in with my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer in tan. Now let's get to this powder. So like I said, this is a yellow mustardy shade for me. Okay, here's what it looks like. Okay, and I could tell off the bat that this is way too dark for me to set under my eyes. You know, like I can't use that under my eyes because it's going to be too dark. But this powder is not meant for baking. It says it on the website. So I don't bake anyway, so that's not a problem. So I'm going to take my dual fiber brush. This is how I've been applying my powders lately, because you guys know I'm not like a powder fan. I don't like to look caked up and all that stuff. I have dry skin, and I'm just going to go ahead and buff it in like this, because it leaves such an airbrush finish when you use your powder with a dual fiber brush. I can't believe, you know, that I started doing this again instead, you know, because, you know, things come out and we just forget about some of the tools that we already have that work fabulous. So I'm like, oof, all right, okay. I'm not hating on it. I got to take out a little bit more. And you, in this container, you get 2.5 grams of product. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue to buff that in the skin, just like such. So far, so good, but you know my commentary will be at the end. Okay, so that's looking pretty good right now. Okay, I'm just saying. So let's move on to the real star of the show. All right, so here we have, this is Bigger Than Makeup. I just love this PR package. It is just so adorable. And you open it up, and here are the face palettes, okay? And on top it says Dusk to Dawn, from light to dark. So I have the two middle face palettes of that collection, but let's just go ahead and go through it. So Midas has 4 of these. The first one is the lightest one, which is the Dawn palette, which is for light skin tones. Then you have the Noon palette, which is what I have here, and that's for medium to tan skin tones, and that is what she looks like right there. And then we have Dusk palette, and this is for more richer undertones right there. Boom, 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 boom. And then the last palette, which of course I don't have, is called the Midnight palette for even richer skin tones. How amazing is that? 4 palettes from light to dark, going to the lightest to the light to the deepest of the deep. A+ on that. Now what I'm going to do, these face palettes retail for $36, okay? You have your highlight, you have your blush, you have your contour, and then you have your bronzer. I am going to swatch what I have for you so you could get some type of perception what it looks like on my skin tone, what it may look like on yours. So here is the highlighter from the Noon palette, and this is the highlighter from the Dusk palette. I could actually use both of these highlighters on my skin tone. And then over here you have the blush from the Noon palette, and then the blush from the Dusk palette. These are totally different shades. Obviously this is more of a red tone, this got more pink in it. Y'all know how I feel about blush. I don't wear blush. Personally, I may use these for an eyeshadow, but I'm going to put the blush on today just for tutorial purposes. Okay, so this is the contour shade from the Noon palette and the contour shade from the Dusk palette. Obviously a significant color change, super cool for the Noon, more so than I like it to be, but I also could use both these shades on my skin tone and make it work. Okay, so this is the bronzer from the Noon palette. This is definitely not dark enough for me. And then the bronzer from the Dusk palette. Now these are like totally different shades, like in terms of like there's a big jump from the both of them. So let's just see how it plays out on the face. Okay, just for, you know what, I'm gonna get another bronzer brush to demonstrate this because I'm gonna use both of them. Okay, what I'm gonna do is go in with the Noon palette, because this is something that should be for my skin tone because I'm tan, right? This contour shade just is super, to me, light and cool for my skin right now because I am tan. But let's just go ahead and, just for crafts and giggles, see what happens. Now, I'm going ahead and just putting it right there. And nope, it is not going to work. It is just too, well, wait a minute. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. You can see it. It's just super light, in my opinion, only because I'm tanned right now. You know what I'm saying? But this would still work for me, definitely, for sure, in the summertime. Yeah, and it's really, really cool, you know. And I know everybody likes to use cool contours and stuff like that, but I like for mine to be just a little bit warmer. So let's go to the next palette up and see what it looks like on this side. I'm gonna wipe my brush off and just go ahead and jump to the Dusk palette. Now this contour shade is, whoo child, is dark. You know, there's a big difference in jump right there, but we gonna still do it anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and zip. I know I'm doing the contour first here, right? Let's see. Oh yes. Now so you can see that, and it's pigmented as all get out. So let me just wipe my brush off and get to blending that just a little bit. See, this is cool too, but it's not as cool as this cool. So let me blend this out just a little bit more. What I could probably do is mix those two for my like perfect contour shade if I want to. So I'm just glad I got the two middle palettes. Okay, all right, so we're gonna, oh, hold on, I don't get this messed up. So on this side, we're gonna use the Noon, and I'm going to use the bronzer. And the bronzer right here, again, it looks like super light for what I'm liking right now. Again, because I'm tan, but let's go ahead and see how that plays out on the skin. Let's do this side here. I like it. I mean, this side is giving me definitely a little bit more natural, you know, type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right, all right, all right, all right. Yeah, super like natural, you know what I'm saying? I gotta, you know, go outside and really look at it in the natural lighting. So let's move on to the Dusk palette. I'm gonna take this bronzer, which is, woo, you know, it looks super dark in the pan. We're gonna take a different brush and we're gonna go ahead and do this side of the face. Let's see how it plays out. I'm only putting a little bit, tapping it. You guys know how I like to tap it in first. Ooh, wait a minute. Gotta blend that. Ooh. Got a dark spot right there. Okay, I know I look so crazy with one side totally looking different than the other. Hilarious. All right, I feel like, again, this is more of that natural, and this is like deep contour, you know, dramatic. You know, I feel I could definitely work with both of these palettes. So let's move on and use the blush. Okay, so we're gonna take this blush, and y'all already know how I feel about blush. I don't even wear blush. Y'all know this. I mean, very rarely do I wear blush. You know, I don't hate it, but it's like at the last item of makeup that I would purchase and buy. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead in with the Noon palette first and use this. I'm gonna take my MAC brush right here, just tap 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 a little bit. Great pigmentation already. Just let me go ahead and, you know, tap that off and ooh, put that on. I mean, it is pretty, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, maybe I'll start diving into blushes again. You know, the spirit has to move me. That is pretty, I ain't gonna lie. Damn. Let's get to the, now this is gonna be, now I can't even, I know I ain't gonna be able to use this. This is just too dark for me. But this is the reddish one. This is from the Dusk palette. I'm gonna flip my brush over, literally tap it, and gosh, look at all that pigment. And very gently, very gently, like, very gently. And I'm doing it gently, and it's still like a lot. Wow. Woo! Let me blend that. Oh, Lord. See, I ain't gonna get away with this blush. There's no way. But I can use it for a shadow or something for sure. Okay, let me get to blending that out. Okay. Okay. I can't wait till I get to my final thoughts. So let's go ahead last thing is the highlight from the Noon palette. I love both these highlights. I know I could wear both of them. So we're gonna put the one from the Noon right here, and we're gonna put it on this side. Let's go ahead and do that. Let me get my highlighting brush and go ahead and highlight. And then we're gonna go into the Dusk highlighter right here. So pretty. Okay, you guys always remember your fingers are also your best tools. So, okay, so that's done. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw some lashes on, get a lippy on. I'm gonna get my thoughts together. I'm gonna wait a few hours. You know what I'm gonna do though? So just because I want a little bit more glam in this look, I'm gonna take one of these Midas Cosmetics glitters and put it, pressed glitters that I have, and put it right in my inner corner. It's called Granddaddy, and it's like this, I don't know, blue duochrome, all kinds of stuff, majigga. Let's go ahead and put that in the inner corner just to give this look some pizzazz. You know me and glitter, okay? I mean, wow, we don't even have to have this conversation. Okay, I just slapped that glitter right in the inner corner, like everywhere. So we're all done with that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find me some lashes, we're gonna put some lipstick on, I'm gonna come back with my final thoughts. You do not want to miss it. I shall return. Okay guys, the lashes that I have on are by House of Lashes, and they are in the style Iconic Luxe. Iconic lashes are my favorite lashes by House of Lashes, but these are the luxe style, and I absolutely love them. And the lippy that I have on is by MAC. This is a matte lipstick. I don't know what it's called because I can't see the writing because I'm old and I can't see. So let's move forward to the collection. First things first, let's talk about these cake liners. Oh my god. Okay, first let me tell you that, do I think that they are worth $32? Yes. Why? Because I could buy even a drugstore gel eyeliner, one that's $6. So you have 8 shades in here in each palette, so that is really, really great. Now, user friendly. Yes, I believe that they are user friendly for me, but I have been doing makeup and eyeliner for a while, and so I know what I like, what consistency, and all of that jazz. Even the brush is really good with this formula. Now, if you are a beginner, I don't know how it's going to go for you, obviously, because if you're not doing eyeliner on a regular, you know, you may find it cumbersome to dip the brush in the water, do all this mamma jamma, try to find the consistency that works for you. But if you do it and you continue to practice, you'll get it and you will enjoy the final outcome of these products. Now, I will say that even before I did this tutorial, I had dipped into both palettes already just to play with it. And I will tell you, some of the shades are more creamier than others. Like this Pastels, these are definitely more creamier than some of the shades from the Neon collection. And that is really only because probably of the formula and the kind of pigment or color that you have to get these colors. It's just like eyeshadow, blase blah, you know, some blues you gotta blend. I mean, it's just because of the color. But at the end of the day, it is bomb.com. I love these liners, and for me, it's gonna make me be even more creative with my looks. You know, I could go in, get a little color, do an inner crease type of majigga, and do things. So I am absolutely loving these cake liners. I'm telling you, they are definitely worth it. I will tell you, make sure you set your face first. These are water activated. If you cry, they're gonna run. If it rains, it's coming off. It's not a gel eyeliner. These will run. So if you have watery eyes, just keep all of that in mind, because again, they're water activated. And another thing that I also love about it is that I got a white and black in both palettes, because I believe a black and white should be in every palette. Okay, so I am just loving this. I'm loving the shades. I'm loving the consistency. I'm loving it. Okay, now in terms of the packaging for this, you know, as I said before, these are retail for $32. I do feel, you know, it's like plastic. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's the most, you know, defined bougie packaging. And you know, I am an older influencer, so I do like packaging, and it is what it is. I do have finer taste, and so this would never sway me for buying this product or anything. I'm just pointing that out, that the packaging is like just you know, it's just a little bit less than high-end and luxurious, obviously. But again, what could you expect? You know, it's not, this is not a high-end brand, so I'm not going to make a fuss about it. But I did have to point that out because my people that follow me are of a mature age and they like packaging and they would buy this alone just for packaging. Just saying. Let's move on to the next product. Now, here we have the Zero Flaw Setting Powder. Now, I have the shade in medium. This would not go well like to try to set my under eye or anything like that. I would probably need a fair shade for that, but this is like more of a yellow mustardy type of shade. And what I did was take my dual fiber brush and set my face, because you guys know I don't bake or nothing like that. I love the powder. I feel like it's really finely milled. I feel like it applied beautifully with my brush that I use, just very also slightly. It set the makeup. It looked really airbrushed, but I think that also not only has to do with the product itself, but it also has to do with my style of application using a dual fiber brush. Now, you know, I will try it using a different brush and all that jazz, but at the end of the day, I really do love the product. And again, it has several shades, so A+ on this as well. And as it relates to this packaging, I absolutely love it. I think, you know, it's classy, it's a twist off. I mean, I just love it. Now, what y'all really want to know about is the face palette. I mean, that's what you really want to know. I mean, I know, let's not even be playing, okay? So let me go ahead and say that I absolutely love the fact, again, like I said in the intro, that there's 4 palettes going from light to dark. I mean, I absolutely love it. If you're going to launch any type of face palette, I believe that it should be done just like this. Now, okay, so I did the Noon on this side and I did the Dusk on this side. These are the 2 middle, you know, this is like the medium and this is the rich, okay? And so I just wanted to try it on both sides because I really can use both of these palettes on my skin tone, especially when I'm not tanned, and then of course when I am tan. But I wanted to just really just try out all of these shades and see what they look like. I feel like this side was just more natural because, you know, the contour was very cool and the bronzer, and it was just, you know, perfect. This was a little bit, came out a little bit more deep, a little bit just, you know, more in your face, you know, clubbing type of makeup. This is so appropriate if you're going out or whatever, it's nighttime and all that jazz. But let me go through something with you in terms of just each product in the pan. So we have, you know, the highlighter obviously of both pans. So I did the highlighter on this side and then this side. Will Jesus see you with this? No. This is definitely highlighters for me to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Because it's beautiful, it's nice, and it blends it out great, but Jesus ain't gonna see you. That's all I'm saying. They ain't like blinding or anything like that, which is really appropriate for a lot of people, you know, because a lot of people don't like that anyway. You can build it up, but it's still not gonna blind you. Okay, now for the blush in each palette, obviously I did this side and I don't wear blush, you guys know that, but oh my god, I think it's super cute. I think it's really pretty. It laid down beautifully on my skin. I really do love the blush from the Noon palette. Now, for the Dusk palette, you know, obviously this is for deeper tones. It's more red. I literally just tapped it. A lot of pigment there. And I went one of these majiggas and I had to blend it out and all that jazz. And I do like it. I just wouldn't use it, obviously, because it's too dark for me. But in this case, I would probably use it as a shadow or something like that. I'm known to use blushes because I don't like to waste anything. If I have a palette and I just don't like one thing for something specific, I will find a way to use it in other ways. You know, that's what makeup is all about. Now, the contour in the Noon, very cool. Like I said, more cooler than I like it to be. I like mine to be a little bit more warm. It is what it is, but it came out still beautiful. Like, I still love it. I'm like, I could get with this and I would take this alone traveling and not worry about it because it does give you that natural finish. Just like such on this side, again, it was just a little bit more darker because obviously the contour shade here is darker because it's the Dusk palette, but still applied beautifully, blended out out beautifully. And of course the Noon bronzer, same thing. I bronzed up this side and was just like nice and, you know, just nice and perfect for my skin tone, I felt. I could have built it up a little bit more, but I didn't. This is gonna look really well and go beautifully, especially when I'm not tan, but it still worked on my tan skin right now. And of course, this bronzer, again, you know, I did it. It looks beautiful. Again, a little bit more in your face type of punch, but I do like it. It applied beautifully and all of that jazz. Now, these, again, like I told you before, retail for $36. I do feel that that's pretty high for a palette like such. I really don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about the price point, but is it worth it? The palette itself, yes, is worth it. You know what I'm saying? $36 could be a little bit pricey, but it's like medium, you know? So I don't know. You guys are gonna have to figure that one out for yourself. I do believe that this palette is quality, so I know I would be willing to pay that $36, you know, but just at first glance, if you're not familiar with the product, then you may not want to do that high price tag. It really just depends on the individual and if they want to spend that $36. But I know personally I would, especially now that I've tried it, I definitely would buy it. Okay guys, I mean, that is what I have for you relating to these palettes. What do I think about the overall collection? I think yes, it's worth it. You need to try it. I mean, I can't talk enough about these daggone cake liners, and I definitely can't talk enough about this face palette. I mean, I am so proud. Again, I know I sound like a broken record of Rocio, and I'm so happy for Neon as well. You know, this is amazing to launch something finally that's super duper inclusive from light to dark. I mean, you cannot go wrong. And on top of that, the product is quality. And I keep on telling people that, you know, although yes, I am a high-end girl and all that stuff, there are so many indie brands, this one particularly, that produces really good products, and you have to go out and try it. Yes, sometimes packaging is a deal breaker for some people, but you have to at least go out and try the product to make your own perception about it, because most people, if it's quality, they are going to buy into that, and also buy into the brand, that they're inclusive and that they're supportive of the fundamental things of makeup and inclusivity with people. It's a win-win, guys. So if you love this review, please give me a thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know which side that you like better. Let me know, are you guys gonna try these products? Don't forget to use code Marlo to save you some coin, okay? So, until my next video, y'all, I love you. Bye-bye now.